Ale páni, ideme na to, ideme to tvrdo rozeprovodiť. Ako prvé skloňujeme zvukovú stopu, zvukovú stopera, či sedí, či odsypá, ako má, či sa lustruje. Ale páni, ideme na to, ideme to tvrdo rozeprovodiť. Tak začíname. Je 873. Začíname 873. relaxačný tréningový deň. Je 10.4.2026, piatok, tady sú klikožruty, 190, 80, 70 a 60 kliksterov. Začíname 18.48, 18.48, všetci máme rovnaký čas. Prvá séria 100 klikožrutov, 100 kliksterov, púšťaj piču sa speedel ako podmas.
The English patch is officially here. We're getting the update tomorrow with some new changes. This time we're going to be going through it in English. It seems like we're going to have more Arc Boss events, some more Arc Bosses spawning, and we can take a look at these new caps that they have added to hopefully evasion, to nerf dagger and evasion players. We can cope, we'll see, but let's check it out. So update 3.28, Downtown will begin tomorrow. 4 hours, not that long maintenance actually. A new BG map, we already talked about this. New brooch equipment. If you guys want to see all the new brooches that are coming, I have a video on my channel. You guys can go check it out. It includes every single brooch that is coming to the game. New co-op dungeons and balance changes. Check out the full list below. Magical energy is surging across Elysium. As a result, Arc Bosses are becoming more active than ever. So same event as we have had already, which is start of maintenance on April 23rd. In accordance with the spawn schedule, 4 types of Arc Bosses and Ascended Arc Bosses will spawn simultaneously. Jump in now and take on the challenge against these even more formidable Arc Bosses. During each Arc Boss event, 4x Arc Boss will spawn instead of 2. 1x Arc Boss will be a guild event, while the other 3 will be normal piece or Dominion events. So this is the same event I think that we had previously. Nothing really changes. You can get you basically go for the Arc Boss that you want. If there are several that spawns during the day, you can only get the contribution chest once a day, but you can get loot twice, so you can't get lucky. So you want to be doing every single Arc Boss that you can. So just so you guys know that and aware of that. But yeah, good for like people that want to farm Arc Boss and get some weapons. BGs. A new map is now available for BG, Floating Elf Garden. The backgrounds map is set in Elf Garden for the remainder of the season. So I think that's 2 weeks, right? Or a month? I don't know. But we're going to be playing the fresh new map for a while, most likely, before they introduce the old map back. Matchmaking is now restricted to parties of 3 players. Thank you, finally. No more full statics. I think it should be 2 players, but 3 is fine. Loosened matchmaking requirements to improve queue times. Okay, that'd be interesting to see. Are they changing the MMR? Debuffs are now applied, limiting healing and shield heal minus 95% healing, minus 95% healing over time. DPS minus 95% healing, and minus 9% high healing over time, minus 95% shield. Wait. But DPS and tanks have healing skills, like Immortal Pride and stuff. Will they get affected by that? What about Templars? I mean, I guess it makes sense. And what about classes that use healing? Well, overall, I don't mind less healers. So if you queue as a healer and you're not a healer, you will get a minus 90% debuff on your healing. So let's say you're Oracle and you're trying to sneak the system, like a lot of people are doing statics around with like 3-4 healers in their team. Now there will be only 1 healer. Rest of you guys will have a minus 95% debuff, so you cannot do anything as a healer. FYI, that's what it means. Co-op dungeons, we got 2 new co-op dungeons. We already seen these. It's a revamp of the Lion and Liquirus. Those dungeons require a minimum of 5.5k CP to enter, and these will drop the new some of them will drop the new brooches. I already covered it in my previous video where you drop all the brooches, but yes. Co-op dungeons difficulty has been reclassified into 3 tiers: Epic, Elite, and Normal. As a result, fighting spirits and loyalty coins can no longer be obtained from lower tier dungeons. Yes, they'll be replaced with fortitude coins. You'll be able to get to fortitude coins now from the lower tier, so less coins in general that you will be gaining. All content previously granting fighting spirit or loyalty coins will now grant fortitude instead. So all the lower dungeons that you guys used to do for loyalty coins, you'll get fortitude coins instead. New Dimensional Trials, Doomra Grove, cringe, everybody hates this. Chapel of Madness, have you added Dimensional Trials? New affixes added to customize
Ideme na
chapels,
to.
that'd be cool. See the new
Tretia séria,
customizations,
80 klikov, že to 80
affixes.
klik stál.
All tiers now grant 3k points upon completion. Now you can no longer obtain a chest anymore from these, so you have to actually do your dungeons. So you have to do dungeons for chests, and then you have to do the trials for the gold chests and extra rewards. The gold chest spawn rate in tiers 9 and 10. The spawn rate. Brooch, new equipment slot, and new equipment accessory is added. The brooch slot is available automatically to all characters after 3.28 update. So I've already covered all the brooches, like I said, but there's really good PvP ones. PvE ones are like whatever at this point. The traits are nice on them, but the main stats are not really good on the brooches so far. So I'm guessing they're going to introduce like heroic or something in the future. That'd be really OP. New achievement added for the brooches. Balancing changes. Now this is the interesting part because everybody's been talking about this. We haven't gotten any good information out of Korea. The maximum effective range of certain stats have been capped in PvP to reduce stat disparity between players. The caps vary by content type to account for different scales of each mode. Now this is again extremely confusing the way they say it because they're saying that maximum effective range of certain stats have been capped. That basically means that you're capping the stats, right? So you cannot get above 4.5k hit, it seems like, and 3k evasion. And then that makes like absolutely no sense. And then 4.5k crit, 3k endurance. So my guess is, from my understanding of this, is it caps the level between your hit and evasion. For example, if somebody's running 6,000 evasion, right, and you have 2k hit, the game will automatically add on 1,000 extra hit for you because the main cap in between should be not more than 3k. When it comes to the BGs, Battlegrounds, it'll be instead of 3k cap, it's going to be a 2k cap. So if somebody's running 6k evasion and you have 2k hit, the game will automatically give you 2k hit so you can get below 2k. That way you'll be able to hit the player no matter what, but people can still build to like 5k evasion. However, the in-between gap will be smaller. That way they guarantee that the new players that don't have any hit will be able to still hit players that have high evasion. That's what my understanding of this is. That's what would make most sense. I don't think it's like a hard cap. Like here it says, because here it says hit and evasion. I guess they forgot hit and evasion here. Evasion 3k minus 2k. So I don't think it's like a hard cap on 3,000 because that makes no sense, because there's no point in running any of these stats if the hard cap is so low. But we'll have to see. I'll make a full video covering this hopefully on this weekend. Go through everything to find out what the actual meanings of them are. But now people will have to make like Battlegrounds builds and normal PP builds. Arena people don't run anyway, so I don't know why this exists. But again, they're saying a hard cap, but I don't think it's like a full hard cap. It makes no sense to hard cap your stats at this. It just doesn't make sense to me, because if it is a hard cap at 4.5k and you can have minus 3,000, it just makes no sense in general. Like 3k evasion, 2.2, like it makes no sense. 2.2k hard cap evasion is like no evasion at all, right? People can just easily build like hit and it's GG. And some of these stats like endurance and stuff, it doesn't just make sense to me. So we have to do a more deep dive into this. But my guess is it's just like a cap between, so you'll still be able to do crits, you still be able to do hits on players that has high evasion. It's more of like a help for new players.
Posledná piata séria.
To me. We'll see though. Great Sword, Duke Magma.
Posledná piata séria.
Was a bug. You can use
60 klikov, že to 60
nobody cares.
klikov.
I don't even, how did they even find this out? Who even uses Magma Warbler? I'm guessing it's like people that are not playing GSSNS to hold aggro as a tank. Daggers, Phantom Smoke Screen duration is no longer affected by buff duration bonus. Thank you. Now can we please nerf Camouflage Cloak too? We're almost there. Camouflage Cloak, do the same thing to it. But again, my biggest issue is not with buff duration, it's with cooldown. The cooldown is way too fast, in my opinion, on Phantom Smoke Screen and on Camouflage Cloak and many other skills. So buff duration is nice, but it should be, it's no longer affected by cooldown duration. That's what it should be. The Luzna barrier fixed an issue where freeze was applied while for front side.
Je to za nami? Je to za nami. Zrekapitulujeme toho Volleybooka. Ale 873. 873. relaxačný tréningový deň za nami. Bolo 10.4.2026. Skončili sme 18.59. 18.59. Skončili sme 19.00. Skončili sme 19.00, všetci máme rovnaký čas. Segment bol dlhý, trval 12 minút a 20 sekúnd.